Welcome at tutorial number 64 of the EEP-10 Model Railway Simulator. We are working on a universal stepwise control system to design controls for layouts, and we have just been building for a demo layout our first single track protection. In this video we are going to try to finish the single track protection. So if we open up EEP, then this is where we left off. If I open my design spreadsheet, what we have been doing in the previous video was to have the single track protection from south 2 to north 4. So what I will do is I make that green. We tested it and it worked. And also the other way around, that is tested and it worked. So also these I can make green. That is all testing and tested and it worked. I always make this green because if you have a larger layout, you probably work multiple days or even weeks on that, and this way I can remember where I left off and what work still needs to be done. Okay, we still need to do now our north 1, 2, 3 to south 1, vice versa, single track protection. This was the layout where we left off, and I realized that we did have 3 branches over here at the west side because we need to control 3 different junctions, and I was under the impression that maybe we could work with 1 branch for the east side, but we can't, because what we need to do inside the single track control is to switch 3 different signs. We have to release the trains from these tracks, and these are different signs. I can never control that with 1 track. So what I am going to do is very bluntly just delete this track, this pillar I mean, and insert. I have I have several blocks prepared, and they are also available in the zip file. So we just take a 3 pillar block. I hit the shift key so that it can snap. Yes, it snapped, and then I release. Okay, what I need to restore now is this virtual connection that we had between the two, from here to there, because we lost that. What I also need to restore, if you remember, we had a connection between these 2 junctions, and well, I deleted that pillar, so that connection is lost. I have to restore that. So this one connects to junction 18, and vaart is vaart, and Abzweig is Abzweig. All right. So that's done. And now we have a good starting point to work with sensors that we need in this control system to control the single track protection. Okay, what I'm going to do is to speed up things is open another file where I already started some work on the sensors, and then we will build only the last one. So let me do that. Let me open up that other. Am I going to save this? No. Let me open up that prepared work. That's also available in the zip file. 64 midway. Yes, we are now midway working with the sensors. As you can see, I already placed some group sensors and also the content inside them, as you can see, but I'm going to do the final one together here in this video. This was only to have not too many repetitive work inside this video. Okay, what do we need to do for the out, north 1, 2, 3 out to south 1? Well, we need to have a group sensor over here, so let me place that. Okay, then we always need to reset the request, that is this junction, so I click it and place a sensor there, and apparently EEP wants to place the sensor not where I want it, so I have to move it manually a little bit. I don't know why EEP does that. Okay, that is reset the request. I also need to take care that the control car is now not running into the branches, so I set this one to vaart. That takes care that now the single track is occupied. Also, I need to set this switch for the train to go to track south 1, and that means that this switch needs to be put to Abzweig. Yes, and I'm going to do that here. Abzweig, and that is taken care of. And okay, and finally the last thing, we do 4 things. The last thing that we do is to set our signal so the train can go. Well, I click the signal, then click the icon and then place it, and I have to put it to vaart. That was a little mistake in the previous video that we tested. Alright, so that's all set and done. We are going to do these requests manually in the next video, where we are going to work on the random in and random out control. That is what is going to control the request, but for this testing right now we will do it manually. Let's go to the other side, and in this pillar we are going to from south 1 to north 1, 2, 3. And in this case we again of course need a group contact, so let's place that. Then what needs to happen is again switch the request back, so that is this one, and also here the EEP is acting a bit weird. Yes, that is switched back. I have to block the track. That is done in this way. I have to set my junction so that the train can enter track north 3. That is this junction over here, number 4, and it has to be put to Abzweig. Is it 4? Yes, it is 4. It has to be put to Abzweig. That is done, and finally we can open up this signal so the train can go. Let's do that. Icon signal, and we have to put it to vaart. Yes, so I think we are all set and done here too. Now in the initial situation we are going to test it right now, but I have to take care that the startup situation is correct. Well, the single track is not occupied. Oh yes, it is still by this train, but it will be reset I think automatically by this train, so we will wait and see. All these junctions are okay, and over here also these are all okay, and this single track is not occupied. Let's have a look at 3D view and see what happens. Okay, the mouse is going into the pillars. That means it released this train. Yeah, we have been testing that in the previous video. The train from north 4 to south 2 keeps running around. But right now I should be able to manually control the requests for the other train. So this train from south 2, I can direct it to north 3. That is a free track. So let's do that. Yes, there it goes. And also I will let go the train from north 1 to south 1. I place the request over here. Yeah, the track is free now, so the mouse should go into this pillar and trigger it. Yes, it does. And indeed my train goes. So we did test track 1. We are also going to test track 2. I am going to put a request over there for track 2. And let's see what happens. The train for north should go, yes, because the track was free. I'm going to put a request for this train, and it can go to a free track north 1. So let's do that. Okay, it has to wait obviously for this train. Alright, this one is going. Yeah, I was a bit too soon because this train is still here, but if we are lucky we don't get a collision. That's I am still manually controlling things, so I may do some things too fast, too soon. But it's all going well because this is now going. I think that we did enough testing. We tested this south to north, and we also tested north to south. Well, maybe we forgot one of those. I have to send this train away. I will release that train on track 3. That's done now. But before I do that, I have to send this train here to track 2. Yeah, let me do that now. Yes, it goes. Okay, I think our single track protection is working very well. And in the next video we are going to couple that to the random in-out control. That is the control that is going to send the requests to the single track, and then we will have full automatic traffic. So let us wait until this train is over there, and then we will see what happens. Oh yeah, this was track 3 that I just released. So we have now been testing track 1, 2 and 3, and they are all working. I can make them green in my spreadsheet. Let's do that. So we now have tested oh no, we have not yet tested it. We have tested this, and we have tested this, the single track control, and all the pillars are working. So that is all green. What is not yet green is the random in and random out. That is the subject of the next video. See you back there.